In the middle of a violent storm, a ship was torn apart by raging waves. The sky roared, the ocean swallowed everything in its path, and within moments, the ship was gone. Out of all the passengers, only 2 men survived. Struggling against the waves, fighting for their lives, they somehow managed to reach a small, deserted island. Exhausted, frightened, and completely alone, they looked at each other, knowing that survival would not be easy. With no food, no shelter, and no hope in sight, they made a decision. They would pray. But soon, a strange thought crossed their minds. To test whose faith was stronger, they divided the island into 2 halves, and each man went to his own side. Days passed. The first man knelt down and prayed for food. The next morning, he woke up to a miracle. Right in front of him stood a tree full of fresh, ripe fruit. He ate and felt grateful. But on the other side of the island, there was nothing. The second man's land remained empty, dry, silent, and lifeless. A week passed. The first man, though well-fed, felt lonely, so he prayed again. This time it's for companionship. The next day, another storm came. Another ship was wrecked, and from the waves, a woman appeared, swimming toward his side of the island. She survived. She stayed with him, and once again, his prayer was answered. But the second man, still nothing, no food, no companion, no sign of hope. Time went on. The first man grew more confident in his prayers. He asked for a house, for clothes, for more comfort, and, just like before, everything appeared, as if the heavens were listening only to him. Meanwhile, the second man continued to live with nothing. Not a single prayer of his seemed to be answered. Finally, the first man decided it was time to leave the island, so he prayed for a ship. The next morning, there it was, a beautiful ship, waiting for him. Without hesitation, he boarded the ship with his wife, and as he prepared to leave, he looked back at the other man and made a decision. He would leave him behind, because in his eyes, the other man was unworthy. None of his prayers were answered, he thought. He does not deserve these blessings. But just as the ship was about to sail, a powerful voice echoed through the sky. "Why are you leaving your companion behind?" The man froze. He looked around, but saw no one. "My blessings are mine," he replied confidently. "I prayed, and I received. His prayers were unanswered, so he deserves nothing." There was silence for a moment. Then the voice spoke again. "You are mistaken." The man's heart began to race. He had only one prayer. The voice continued, "And I answered it." Confused, the man asked, "What did he pray for? That I should owe him anything?" The answer came, slow, powerful, and unforgettable. "He prayed that all your prayers be answered." Silence filled the air. The man stood still, his pride shattered. In that moment, he realized something he had never understood before. Sometimes, the blessings we receive are not just because of our own prayers, but because someone else is praying for us. Never underestimate the power of someone praying for you, even when you don't see it.